Well, hello, class, and welcome to Marriage and Family Systems for Moody Bible Distance Learning. Welcome to week 8. Yeah, week 8. Can you believe it? We started 8 weeks ago, 7 weeks ago, really, but 8 weeks ago, and now we're going to be finished. There's snow on the ground here where I'm at. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It's getting there, right? And so we have one more week. So I'm going to ask you, let's finish well, okay? Let's finish well. I'm really looking forward to this week. This week you're going to be reading Mark Madlock's book, Real World Parenting, and I've been told when I hold this up, it's backwards. So I understand that. I guess I don't know how that works, but so I love Mark Madlock, and I wanted to tell you a quick story about Mark Madlock. Mark Madlock, when he first started out, was with Dawson McAllister Ministries, student ministries. And we were at a mega church when I was in seminary. We were at a mega church in Jackson, Mississippi, and my wife was on staff, and she used to coordinate the conferences. So she got to know Dawson and Joel Engel and Mark Madlock and all those guys. Mark was very young, not married, just a young guy. He did magic. It was kind of cheesy, but it was really fun. He was a fun guy. And after the conference, we would go out to dinner with them. And one day I was sitting at a table across the table from Mark. And him and I talked, just kind of hit it off and talked the whole time. And this is a true story and it's crazy. So 8 years later, Mark was now a part of Planet Wisdom. He started a thing called Planet Wisdom. And he brought his conference to St. Louis. So I took my youth group down to see him. So I had just started at the church, and the kids didn't know me. I didn't really know the kids very well, and I was feeling awkward, and they were like, who is this guy? So they went up to talk to Mark after the conference. And Mark, this is 8 years later. I ate dinner with him one time in Jackson, Mississippi, 8 years ago. He looks through the kids and he goes, oh my gosh, Jeff Williams, how are you doing, man? And he walks over and hugs me. Well, of course, all the kids were like, Jeff knows Mark Madlock? Wow! All right. So, and then he said, how's Maxine? He remembered my wife from 8 years ago. You know how many people he interacts with? I wanted to tell you, that's a gift. That's a gift. And for those of you who are going to be in ministry, which is all of us, right? But if those of you who are going to be in full-time vocational ministry, learn names. I can tell you, learn names. That is a person, something that's very important to a person. And if you can't remember their name on the third or fourth time, they get very frustrated. So that's just a little story to help you learn names. Okay, so you're going to be reading this book. You're going to be doing a reflection paper on the book, 1 page. Then you're going to be doing a discussion board about not homeschool, but schooling options, private school, homeschool, public school. And I wanted to tell you that each time I teach this class, that discussion board gets a little provocative, which is good because that's not where Mark Madlock goes. But it's good to start talking about these things. In pastoral ministry, I had people that homeschool their kids and thought the public schools were of the devil. I had people who had their kids in public school who thought homeschoolers were a cult. I had people who went to private school, kids who went to private school and pretended they were angels during the day and were devils at night. So the schooling option is very personal. It's a parent issue, and what I'm looking for, let's achieve some balance in our discussion. And your family ministry research paper is due. But that's okay, because you've been working on it the whole time. You've known about it, right? You didn't procrastinate. You're on it. I know it. So I look forward to reading that as well. So I have a quick question for you before I go. What is your favorite Christmas movie? All right, onward, upwards.